building it up, Professor Muldoon. I think it's time. Yes. We've got our local game show host here, Evan Thompson, actually.
That's right, folks. It's time for a special installment of Pun and Games. Adam, our resident pundit and local doofus, will be facing off against none other than Paul Muldoon in a battle of wits. Here's how this works. I'm going to ask you all for a category, something along the lines of modes of transportation or board game titles. And then our two contestants will go back and forth creating puns, much like the gladiators of old.
But not quite.
When one of the players is unable to create a pun, or creates a pun that fails to satisfy either you or me, he will lose that round. As our home team, Adam will have the privilege of making the first pun. Now, let's get some categories. The category will be sports. Something both of our contestants are true experts.
Well, Paul, as they used to say in the 60s, soccer to me.
In Ireland, there is a sport which is played with what's known as a slitter, which is a ball, and a caman, which is the crooked stick. And it's known afterwards, after most games, people tend to throw up. The game is called hurling.
Alright, on the last one, you can hear the crickets chirping.
Hardly a sports-related pun, I would say.
So, I myself spent a great deal of my time as a young person with hailing posts and barbed wire, and tried to explain myself once by telling my parents that I was just doing a little bit of fencing.
I don't know, Paul. I feel like you're losing sight of the goal!
I think that's because I'm feeling a little bit tennis.
Alright, so Paul, you have won, but I have love.
I realize more and more that there's a little bit of a gulf between us.
Every time I make a pun, I hear more racket.
I realize that when the frogs get together for a little game under the arches, they invite each other out for a little croquet.
We're so good at this, we should form a club.
This seems to be slightly exhausted. I'll tell you what. We'll try calling it a tie.